So yeah, some in the dark. Um, just because it's more comfy this way. There's light shining through, so it's okay. These are my night lights. I wouldn't sleep in a completely dark room. I have to have my night lights. See how there's two right there? That's crazy. I gotta have my night lights because it's so important. Because I'm not afraid of the dark. It's just like you gotta have light somewhere, especially if you're in the dark and able to enjoy it. You gotta basically focus in on it and make sure it's, you know, the dark. And it is the dark. I can see a face too, but it's not a face. It's not moving or nothing. It's just probably part of a tree that we're seeing. Like I can see the tree part where it's green. Um, I'll focus my attention on that because it's green and it's a tree. But yeah, I just want to say that I'm glad I have this channel and the ability to do it, as much as I can, because I really want to get an angel's journey out there. I want everybody to have their own angel's journey and put it out there, not just necessarily for me, but for yourselves. I'm not saying that you have to say you created it. I'm saying like you joined a group called An Angel's Journey. Like you joined it. Like you can put your information out there, where your stories out there on YouTube, and you don't have to pay for it because you're saying you don't gotta pay for nothing from this channel for people to watch. I'll get paid for people to watch my stuff, and I'll get paid to do that, but like everyone else can too, because their angel's journey is going to be out there. I'm going to like your stuff. I'm going to enjoy it. Like I'm going to tell you that, you're awesome for doing this. You're great. You're the greatest. Like I will give you support from my area. You know what I mean? Like this is where I'm at. I mean, it seems like I'm in the dark, but there's always a light that shines through, like where you don't have no reason to be scared of nothing, scared of no one, like the light is still there. It's not going anywhere because it's on a light post. It doesn't matter what you see as long as it's positive. I see a sunset. It looks like a pretty sunset. The sun is still up, and the sky is like green, and you see the sun, you see the moon and the sun coming together. If you really focus on it, like it would be cool if you could see the yellow ball in it. Like it'd be like the sun and the moon. But I get creative in my mind, yes, but so I don't find it a problem. I mean, like I think it would be fun for kids. Like I always wanted my own daycare. Like so I can read them my books and tell them my stories where they just listen in on it. I mean, this is what I want for them, is to feel freedom. You don't have to pay for YouTube. I mean, there's some things you pay for, there's some things you don't. And that's awesome. That's YouTube, it's your channel. So it's like I'll promote YouTube through me. Like I don't own any rights to any of this stuff that's being recorded because it's on YouTube. It's YouTube stuff. So it's like it's my stuff, but it's YouTube stuff too, because I'm placing my information on here. I'll share it, but profiting off of it is a choice. A choice you want to make for me if you want to. Like, oh, I'll pay you to keep going. Keep making your videos or something like that. Like, yeah, sure. I mean, I wouldn't mind. But everybody can do it, and to say not everybody can do it, yes, they can. They can definitely do it. They can do anything they put their minds to. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to worry about. As soon as you get into that zone of just talking, it feels so great to get just anything out there and just make your mark somewhere. I'm making my mark on YouTube. So I'm hoping that even though some people think it's a small, dainty thing, like it's not Facebook, it's not tweet, it's not a magazine, but it's real life stuff where you're at with me. I'm taking notes with you, like we gotta send these notes up. And it never has to be a bad report. It's more like, yo, let's flip this stuff. Let's flip it. Let's make it so much better for us. And that's an angel's journey. Like, you're soldiers. You're always going to be soldiers, no matter what. No matter what, it's always going to be a soldier's journey. No matter what you are or what you perceive yourself as. If you, like, I've heard a lot of people say they're the devil, like different types of people. They say they jumped from person to person. No, it's just devilish people. People who think they're the devil because they think so much negative about stuff or whatever. It's not like that to me. It's just more like you're a devilish person. That's all. You're here to try to make nightmares come true and stuff like that. I don't need that. I'm good. You won't see me coming if I don't see you going. And you won't see me going if I don't see you coming. If I don't see you coming, you won't see me going. Because that's how life is. It's like you choose a side. You choose positive or do you choose negative? I don't know what that was, but okay. There's a light there. I think a car went by. But yeah, it's just you gotta choose the right path, the light. I choose good, which is light. Positive affirmation, positive information, positive, keep going. Like, trample on those daisies. Don't trample on them because they're never going to fall. Just believe in that. They're never going to die when you step on them. You're basically light as a feather. You're light as a feather, so you're not really killing nothing. So it's all about love and unconditional love. Seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. Never really looking at a nightmare and just seeing the positive. You see the suns, you see the yellow ball, or do you see the white ball at all? That's the sun and the moon to me. That's the sun and the moon. And yes, the light is supposed to be yellow, but it's funny how pictures show themselves to you. And I think it's good, that you can see positive in it rather than negative. So just know that the sun and the moon are there. The mother and the father are there. They're protecting us. It sounds crazy. It just may be a light. So what? It's still a good thing to look at it as, like just looking at people as good or bad or crazy and stuff like that. I'm looking at it in a positive. I don't need nobody telling me or judging me that I'm doing this the wrong way and life isn't like this. And like your life isn't like this. My life is like this. I'm choosing which direction to go. This is my stories out here. Okay? It doesn't matter how many views I get, how many likes I get. I put it out there. It's out there. And it's not to hurt nobody. It's to rise people up, like raise them up. We will rise. We can be anything we put our minds to. We can be the magicians we come from. There's a whole line of us. Everyone, every single one of you is a line of those magicians. Call them the forefathers, I guess, like the fire, earth, water, spirit, and dirt. Fire, earth, water, air, and spirit. So which one are you going to be? The spirit or the earth? Or all of them at once? I choose all of them at once. Those are the forefathers. The fifth one is the mother. And that's wisdom, right? Wisdom and the Holy Spirit, that's 6. So it's like nothing bad can ever come to you unless you believe it will, and unless somebody has intentions for it to come to you. Know how to deplete it. Know how to use those affirmations. If I can't see you coming, you can't see me going. The good stuff. It's a positive information. Mind over matter. People know about mind over matter. So it's like you can learn about it. You can learn how to do stuff, but honestly, there's no worry in the world unless you worry about it. It can never find you if you worry about it. If you don't worry about it, you can't worry about it, so it won't come to you. If it comes to you, take it with a grain of salt. It's just a bitter but tastes good. Okay, I got you. I'm good. I'll flip it into a positive, yo. If you can't be a positive with me, I'll flip you into a positive. Without actually doing it myself, I will turn it into a positive situation. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what to do if it's a negative situation. So I'll let go of the negative and take the positive. I know it's not always easy, but guess what? It's possible. So remember that, okay? Love you guys.